Hello everyone, this is LW Gaming and welcome back for another video of Langrisser. And today is the 4th week of the current major update. So normally some people would think this is the final week, right? Well, that's not the final week because in case you guys don't remember, this update is 5 weeks long. So that means we won't be getting the next update until 2 more weeks from now because this one runs 5 weeks instead of the usual 4 weeks. And before we start with the current weekly update, there's something I'd like to talk about here regarding Zlong's announcement when it comes to like recharge, something like that. So recently, in case you guys didn't know, Zlong has officially announced that they're gonna do some kind of promo going on with their recharge web store. So so how to do this? Well, they announced that they give everyone who visited that site one Trinity voucher for free. Yep. Even though the amount you get isn't that big, but it's worth getting because the small numbers add up. So how you do it is like you go to the store and then you need to provide the site with your player ID. And don't worry, it is 100% safe. It's not like a scam site or whatever. It's not like that. So to do that, you need to go to the settings, which I'm not going to show here because privacy reasons. Because honestly, if I show it like that, I'm afraid that some people could hijack it, so I'm not gonna do it. So just an idea, like you go to your settings and then copy the ID, which should be below your avatar's profile, of course. You just copy that to your clipboard. If you're on PC, this should be very easy to do. But if you're on mobile, you're gonna need to do on multiple devices. But if you can do all of it on mobile, yeah, props to you because it's kind of easy. At the same time, it could also be complicated depending on which device you're on. If you're on PC, this should be easy. So once you got your ID, you go to this site right here. As you see, oh, nope, that's not it. Sorry about that. Okay, I meant this site here. There we go. So when you got your ID entered, this is what you get here. So you see your server, what your account is on, and it says Rocky Valley. That's mine, by the way. And then my nickname is OW Gaming, which is the usual nickname I go with. And this is the site that you will see here. So on the very top, you notice that says Legacy of the Twin Queens. There's also the claim button here. So when you press claim, this will automatically go into a mailbox. So once you claimed it, go back to the game and then claim it from your mailbox. So we'll do that right now. So just to give you an example that this is absolutely legit here. As you see here, this is the promo that I just redeemed from the web store, and there it is. And there you go. That's one Trinity voucher, maintenance compensation. That's also there. Oh, and also there's this notice here in case you guys did not see my notice in the post, or you just log in the game for the first time and did not notice this exists. So yeah, there's actually ways you can get into the web page now, without me notifying you, of course, which is a good thing, to say the least, because at least Zlong is pretty serious about like what they need to do for the players when they do some kind of promotion like this. So, anyways, let's get into the main part of the video, which of course, okay, so this one I'm gonna need to claim this first. Man, I apologize for making so much detours here, but oh my goodness, I had to because the red dots really bug me, and still is to this day. Okay, moving on to the actual parts for real this time. So we got Heart Blossom Firework Festival. I think this is the one that we had previously, but we got more events to take care of now. So let's see what this one is about. Okay, yeah, it is pretty similar to one we had before. So we need to log in every day to claim these. But of course, each of these will be open on specific days. So always watch the dates here. So this one begins now. The first 1/3 of it will begin now, and you need to log in for 3 days for doing this period. And of course, if you miss it, even though the second period is already active, don't worry because you can still claim these, even if you forgot to do so. So just don't forget to claim them by the time when this event's over. And anyways, here are the dates of what they will be starting. The Blooming Cakes is the 1/3 that we started just now. The Fizzling Fountain is going to start on the 1st of July. and then Simmering Sparkler will begin on the 6th of July. So yeah, get all these resources collected before they're gone. And by the way, the one that I talked about earlier, the one training voucher promo, that one will stay in there for 2 weeks. So you have plenty of time to claim it before it's gone for you. So if you run multiple accounts like me, you're gonna have to go through a process of like, getting everything in there. Yeah, that's gonna be a hassle. But if you just only run on one account, then that should be alright. It's just painless. But if you have multiple accounts like me, this is gonna be painful because I had to go through each of my account to get the Trinity vouchers promos, which which mostly won't be fun in long term, but it is what it is. Anyways, next up we got Ultra Freedom Anarchy. This one features a new skin for AO, and this skin is pretty fitting because AO is in a casino, and casino is famous of one thing: gambling. Like I'm not even kidding. This is real, by the way. Because casino, the one thing that comes to my mind whenever you visit there, it's gambling. As you see here, even AO is like is in a drip of like ready to throw her money into the game. And also, what makes it more fitting is that Adenkyamo, her previous form, is also here for you to grab. Helena is also here for you to grab. Like this is a motorcycle skin. Varash, this Varash is interesting. I think he was here before, but I mean I'm pretty sure he was here already. But wow. And there's also Toa skin and a Takoto the fourth skin. Haven't seen this guy for a long time. Man, the AO skin looks pretty nice, but I'm not gonna spend my crystals on this, sadly. And of course, there's also the Valentine's banner. One of them features Roland and Prezia. There's one featuring Zion and Ilya. There's also one featuring Zion and Alia, or Alia. How are you gonna pronounce her name? I go for Alia just to make sure, just make sure I can differentiate those two. Although they are different already, but the names are pretty identical, almost identical, and still that one letter difference. For Alia is A, and then Ilya is I. And of course, there's Ymir and Nymph. So if you need any of these characters, I would say pull for them. And if you end up getting someone that you don't want, and as long as it is the other character on the banner, you should be able to exchange those shards for another character you want through this tab right here. As you see here, this is the place where you can trade your shards for another character that you actually need. So these are the options here. Fortunately, my alt account is going to be able to redeem the Ilia shards through the means of using this token, which would do shortly, of course. But if you don't care about those trade-ins, you can just exchange them for other stuff like these. But I gotta say, I don't recommend you to try this because it's usually a waste if you think about it, because you could have used this for future events like this. And of course, there's the event called the Delivery Bonus Gift, which is basically like it upgraded your daily missions completion from just 30 Trinity crystals to addition of like 500,000 gold. On top of that, that's pretty nice. This is valid for players at team level 10 and up, of course. I think by the time when this event goes live, most of you already got to level 10 already, or at max level, which won't matter to you. And there's also Legion of Glory's gift. Okay, I just received another one here. I don't know if that was I don't know what was that for, but hey, I'm not complaining. Anyways, moving on. Let's go to the store, and just gonna give you a quick glimpse of what is in here. Let's see. The Christmas skins got reissued here, like Helena, Bernhard, Renata. And what else is there? There's also other skins too, like Rosalia, Tiara, Shelfaniel, Christiane, Elma, Androle, Isolde. Yeah, that a lot of those Christmas skins are back for you to grab. Although I don't think Zilang did this intentionally or something. I don't think it is intentional, but I mean, when I mean intentional is like the theming of the holidays. Apparently, they released like Xeon released Christmas around summer. How does that make any sense to me? But I'm not gonna here to blame. So yeah, it's nice they're back now, but it's just that it's in a weird way possible. So here are the gift packs. So easy pickings. This is the stuff you get here for $2.99. I'll say it is a good deal to get because you get stamina, sweep clearances, and 2 work permits for your PvE content for main story and time rifts. And Heart of Gratitude gives you 5 training vouchers and 50 challenge points for $4.99. It's a good deal if you need like small amount of resources. That is. Star Chasers Memento. This is for your Apex grind needs for 500 training crystals and 3 of those protection cards for Apex. So if you know me, I've been using this a lot, and I was not able to keep one of them at least because these ones do save you a lot of hassle. Like if you lose points, then you're gonna have to try more battles to get it back, which most people don't want that nowadays. But eh, I guess if you lose a lot, then yeah, you're gonna have to suffer a lot, unfortunately. Anyways, Fashion Week guide is also here. Makes sense because of the events that got rerun on the old skins. This one gives you just enough for you to buy one skin at least for $20. Good deal to get. And also you get 10 worth of poles on here too if you need additional poles. We also have Bountiful Gilded Box. This is for your class advancement needs, especially for switching classes to another if you already mastered one route already. We also have Luminance Radiant Skip Pack for $20.99. Pretty high price, but you do get a good amount of resources in return. Do I think this is worth the grabs? If you've been grinding a lot in Ways of Laws, this is not necessary. And then Spellbinder's Scroll Chest. This might actually give you a bit of a hand here, but if you can actually get those resources just fine without spending any money, then this is totally optional. $59.99 deal is actually pretty high, if you ask me. And finally, we have Swift Soldier Assault Combo. This is for your advancement needs for your soldiers, as well as your hero, of course. For $14.99, not gonna lie, this is a good deal to get. But if you've been grinding a lot lately and you already got the resources you need, this is totally optional, like I said earlier. And now let's talk about the banners, shall we? I'm not gonna poll for it just yet because now I'm treating the summoning as separate videos, so it won't be this video though. Don't worry, I'm gonna be summoning on the alt account soon. So reminder on banners here. So for Serna's radar banner, which is a singular hero banner, this will be here for 2 weeks. So you have 2 weeks remaining to get her if you have not done so already. Same thing said for Enya. These two are worth grabbing if you don't have them in your party or in your roster. I mean, Ao, a decent hero, but she's slowly phasing away a bit because of Randall's inclusion and other heroes that actually did better than her. But she's also not bad if you think about playing in her style, of course. Glory to the World is, I mean, not Glory to the World. The Bright Summoner is also available for you to get. If you don't have her previously, I highly recommend you to pull for her because of how crazy she is in PvP. Like she can help your allies like with a tank push strategy with as a holy unit, and or if you go for rush kind of strategy, she does best on that as well, and in her mage class, which can allow her unicorn to guard ignore when you activate that ultimate summon, of course. The divine awesome summon of your choosing will be leaving within 2 weeks, so you have plenty of days to do so if you need to catch up on your roster. If not, you can just safely disregard this. But If you like certain characters in this patch, like any hero that's like non-limited, all the way up to the update of Lenore and Sapphirine, this is well worth the grab. Because there are actually heroes in the past that are worth getting, believe it or not. And then the Valentine's banners will be here for 2 weeks. Ymir and Nymph, they're good to get because like if you already got Nymph already and you have her shards and the CV token, or I should say uh, connected bonds or connected fate Valentine's token, I would say. You can trade those for Ymir if you don't have him already. Same thing can be said with Zion and Alia, Zion and Ilia, and Roland and Prezia. And then for the banners that will be leaving by the end of the week are the US Legends Destiny Summon featuring Jace, Gun, and Lemia. They will be leaving by the end of this week. So if you missed one of these three, I would say just pull for it because you will guarantee the character that you don't have already, unless you already pull for it and you still have one hero that are missing. Yeah, I would say don't bother because if you don't have pull for this yet just yet, it doesn't hurt to try. But if you don't have enough resources, then don't risk it. It is pretty tempting to summon on Destiny banners, but as of right now, if you don't really want to risk it, then yeah, just don't. And then same thing can be said for radar banners because this one does not guarantee a hero. But if you miss Celica or Z2, this is actually not too bad to pull for. But the risk factor is that you may still get off banners, so be careful. And that's roughly it. Hope you all find this video helpful or informative. And I'll see you all next time. And tune in soon because I'll be summoning for for Lemia, of course. If I choose so, of course. Anyways, that's it from me. See you all next time.